that too. Stress test 8th of August. Sounds great. Okay, so obviously that's a Shara, and that right there is the other guy. Okay.
Ooh.
Oh shit!
Yeah, baby.
He just
We're
got a summon.
back with another video. Oh, this? Just been questing in Mechagon and Nazjatar and getting me some new gear. Looking pretty sexy, huh? Looking pretty fine.
The fucking Viking
if I do
hair.
say so
I like
myself. That's right. Call me, ladies. I've got a big sword. But guys, hello.
Okay.
It's me.
Okay.
It's Nixxiom, and welcome back to another video. And in this one, I want to talk a little bit about patch 8.2 and sort of what I think about 8.2 so far. Specifically, I want to talk a little bit about Nazjatar, and I want to talk about Mechagon.
Right.
Did I pronounce that right? Nazjatar? Nazjatar?
I don't know either.
Nazjatar? I don't know, man. Freaking
Nobody
names,
knows.
dude. Like, no one knows how to pronounce this shit.
True.
Now, guys, the newest World of Warcraft patch has just come out, and patch 8.2 has been a big breath of fresh air to the WoW community.
This is true.
BFA, well, unless you've been under a rock, Battle for Azeroth hasn't really been the best received expansion.
Sucks dick.
And in WoW's history, there's been a lot of negativity surrounding the game lately. A lot of people have been leaving the game to try out other titles, or they've just been waiting very patiently for classic WoW. Less than a month away, by the way, guys. You guys ready for adventure? I am.
There it
is.
is.
The point is, a lot of people haven't been too happy lately. There's been a lot of criticisms surrounding the Heart of Azeroth system, just the world in general, Blizzard's approach to the game, the lack of a community feel to... the point is that it just hasn't been that well received, and 8.2 has come out, and although 8.2 hasn't really fixed the problems, 8.2 has definitely taken Battle for Azeroth in a step in a better direction. We've gotten this new raid on Queen Ajara's palace.
I agree.
We've also seen changes to that dreaded necklace that's been around our necks since the beginning of the expansion.
It's great to see the necklace finally come out of beta.
Stupid thing, which...
I remember, like, whenever the beta came out, the first thing that I did whenever they introduced the Heart of the Azeroth into the alpha or the beta is I right-clicked it and nothing happened. And I was like, oh, well, they'll fix that. They'll fix that. They'll have like a system or something like that you can deal with it. Well, it turns out they did fix it about a year later, halfway into the expansion.
It's supposed to be this necklace of power, and it makes us, you know, more badass and super powerful so we can fix the world or something and heal it. Yet it's just a stupid, annoying artifact point system grind again from Legion. So, but this time you don't even get a cool model because it's a necklace, and so it's hidden. You can't even see it. It's bullshit. I don't like it. But in this patch, the necklace, by doing certain things in the world...
They should have made it a talisman and added extra gear slots. They can add 2 more... I think they should add 2 more ring slots, so you have 4 rings, like in the original fucking beta for the game. They should add an extra trinket slot. They should create a talisman slot, and they should have extra runes that you can put and equip to your character, right? And, like, they also should have a class-specific item that each character can actually work towards and build up throughout their expansion and throughout their adventures. It's going to take the place of the Heart of Azeroth, so warriors would have, like, a sheath or a battle standard, mages would have like a codex, hunters would have a quiver, and all of these different classes would all have each different individual thing that would be the thing that they upgrade and level up themselves without it necessarily taking up a gear slot, but actually being an added layer of complexity without it removing the actual progression that your character would naturally have. That's what they should have. That's what they should do. Basically Legion, but a little bit better.
You get cool new abilities, and you know, puts more spells in your hot bars, and that's pretty cool because
that's good.
Ability pruning has been a big issue in WoW for a while, but that's a subject for another time. The point is, the patch has been pretty good, and it added 2 new zones to the game, Nazjatar and Mechagon. And I want to talk about these 2 zones in particular. I want to talk about the good. I want to talk about the bad. And then I want to wrap up with a conclusion. So let us begin by talking about the glorious zone of Mechagon.
That's right.
Now, I think that most people would agree that out of both of the 2 new
substantially
zones,
better.
Mechagon is the superior one.
Absolutely.
I don't know what Blizzard was doing when they made Nazjatar and Mechagon. It's like they put all their focus and creativity into Mechagon, or at least like 80% of it, and then they put 20% of it into Nazjatar. So get ready. By the way, I'm going to kind of rip on Nazjatar a little bit, so just be prepared. But we're going to talk.
Here's what it is that Nazjatar was the safe bet. Nazjatar had all of the things that the new zone in WoW is supposed to have. It had a quest zone. It had everything like that. There's nothing unique or different or special about Nazjatar, right? They did a few things different with it, but Mechagon is much more open-ended. So if you're a classic type player, you are probably going to like Mechagon more. All right, that's the point that I'm making. I need to take a piss. I'll be right back, okay, guys? Just a second. Let me turn my guy around so I can look for them out.
Hey, what's up? Hey. You know, I've been reading Reddit comments this whole time, and I'm seeing a lot of like, dude, I hope Ninja moving to Mixer makes Twitch fucking do better, be better. If you think Ninja going to Mixer is gonna make Twitch change their TOS to make it so it's less restrictive, you got another thing coming, buddy. You got another thing coming. This doesn't mean shit to Twitch. It doesn't mean they're gonna change anything. It's gonna keep getting worse, boys. You'll see. You'll all see.
I'm back. What are you saying?
Nothing.
About Mechagon for a second here. It's a tiny island off the coast of Kulturas where a bunch of Mechano-gnomes are fighting against their crazy robot machine king, and you're helping them
Skynet.
to reclaim Mechagon, this
also known
ancient,
as Google.
Well, I don't know if it's ancient, but this gnome city. Now let's just make one thing clear. Nobody likes gnomes in World of Warcraft. Gnomes are a plague on Azeroth that need to be exterminated one life at a time. Okay? But if there's one thing that people do like in World of Warcraft, it's fun. And you know what? Mechagon is fun. There's plenty of world quests to do. There's all these cool things that you can build with the player base, like jetpacks that allow you to fly around the island. You can build your own mounts. There's the junkyard tinkering system. You can like...
Would Mechagon have been better if they didn't allow flying in the zone? And you were able to fly in Nazjatar, but not Mechagon? That's a big maybe to me. I don't know. If you have war mode on, yes. If not, it's fine. No, then nobody would play with war mode because it'd be an active disadvantage. I don't know. That's definitely a weird way to look at it, though. We had jetpacks, though. Yeah, but you had to activate and go and seek out those jetpacks, which makes the zone more interesting than just having a flying mount. That's like actually the whole point that I'm trying to make, really.
Find these recipes and come back to this big robot and like make some...
Why am I on ignore in game? Fox real? I probably because you fucking annoyed me. All right, let me see here. Let me scroll all the way up. I missed so many fucking donations, guys. I'm sorry. Let me unignore Fox real. Okay, I'll take you off ignore whenever I get a chance, Juteo, and you can just message me later on, and like on another character, and I'll do it. Okay, give me 1 second. Gretzky, thank you for the resubs, appreciate that. Or the gifted subs, thank you. Got banned for spam. Mods aren't respamming. My please went on bed. 22 EXP. I really don't want to get into like looking at every single person's logs today, but we're gonna just do one of them. Okay, we're gonna look at one person's logs. Oh yeah, no, I banned you. No, it's okay. My please have an unban. No, please keep donating and asking for an unban, just like you did the other day. No, I'm not gonna unban you. You're a spurg, man. You're just a fucking spurg. Hey, people that does this fucking spurg. I don't want to see it. Okay, no spurg shit. I've never played WoW, but just been saying, your stream is entertaining as fuck. The Angry Almond, thanks for 2 hours. Appreciate that. Thank you. No advertising for Classic because there's no microtransactions. I don't think Blizzard is purposely sabotaging Classic. It wouldn't surprise me, considering Classic could be considered as representing the people who love the game, but not what it's become. That's very true. I think it could absolutely be the case. Okay, let me get back to the video. Sorry, guys. I just wanted to make sure that I caught up on all those so nobody was getting ignored.
Cool shit that you can play with when you're on the island.
Wait, what? It got tamed again? What? Sweet cheeks. Fuck you, man. Why do you have to do that shit?
What do you mean? You knew it was gonna happen.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. The guy fucking tamed it on stream. And then you called it out that he tamed it on stream. Of course, people are gonna come over to you and try to do it more.
They're
just gonna want to fuck with you.
I'm just gonna go to another. I'm just gonna go fucking do something else. This is so fucking so fucking stupid. Fuck.
And then there's the whole punch card trinket system, which I think is badass and awesome. The zone feels like there's a lot to do in it, and as soon as you land in Mechagon, you know, it's like there's a surprise around every corner waiting for you. A new puzzle, a new type of mob, a new, ooh, what's this kind of experience.
I like that.
I really like that. I really love Mechagon. It's a zone that, it's supposed to be sort of a catch-up zone. It gets you, you know, what you need to be able to go into the Azara raid. It gives you that punch card that gives you like a high item level trinket and blah, blah, blah. But it doesn't feel like a catch-up zone. It doesn't feel like some stupid world quest zone. It doesn't feel like it at all. And even when you're doing like the rep grinding, at least for me, I haven't reached this point yet, I don't feel like I'm doing a rep grind because I'm genuinely enjoying the zone and the fun little trinkets and things that I can do in the zone. And then there's
Nixxiom, we gotta talk about this item level thing, man. You gotta run some Mythic Plus. Like, come on, dude.
There's Nazjatar. Let's talk about Nazjatar for a second.
Let's talk about it.
So, Nazjatar is the complete contrast to Mechagon, because here's the thing. Nazjatar, for all intents and purposes, it just feels like another world questing zone. Now, I'm gonna say this. All right?
That's true.
The intro cinematic to Nazjatar is pretty cool. And the premise of Nazjatar is cool as well.
I agree.
Queen Azara went down to her local pagan pride day, went to one of those weird-ass, like, rock vendors where they sell the magic rocks. You know, you guys know what I'm talking about? Like the magic stones. You know what I'm talking about. And she used this magic rock to pull back the tides, and so we got this big old crater in the middle of the ocean, and we're questing, and you know, you're underneath the water, but not really, and you see like the big walls. I mean, you feel like fucking Moses when you're walking around parting the Red Sea.
That's true.
It's incredible. And I like that. The zone itself, like the fantasy of it, I love it. The waves being held back, the fantasy is great. Like the feel is amazing. But the zone is a bitch. Like, damn. Like the different like pathways and corridors and like the multi-layeredness of the zone.
That's
in
real
some
true.
Areas. Like, dude, this zone is a pain in the ass to navigate. Mechagon is great. It's just an island. You walk around on it, and oh look, you can get a jetpack, so you can float your ass around and get from point A to point B like super easy. But Nazjatar, no, you gotta go up these cliffs. You gotta go down these pathways. You gotta go through this cave. You gotta swim under the water like a goddamn fish. Like, I hate this zone, man. Like, the design of it is god-awful.
Yep.
All right? And that's not even an opinion. That's a fact.
There
if you disagree with me, you're wrong.
True.
Like, dude, it is easier to stick your dick into a concrete wall as opposed to navigating this zone. But
that's insane.
I will say a few good things about the zone. The zone is full of a lot of really cool lore.
I hated Nazjatar until I got flying. And now I only dislike it.
Okay, there's a lot of cool lore and cool cut scenes and whatnot. You get to see some familiar faces. You get to see Zinajari. You know, for those of you that read the War of the Ancients books back in the day, like I did, because I'm a complete fucking nerd. It's like, whoa, dude, this is it, man. This is where it all happened.
Exciting.
We finally get to see Azara being a big bitch to everybody. That's pretty cool, you know?
Yep.
And there's also some like cool characters you get to meet along the way. You get to have like a bodyguard, like fish monster that you can like rank up and stuff, and that's kind of neat.
Exciting.
You know, there's some neat stuff in there, and there's also the whatchamacallit, the system where you can get the gear that makes you better at killing things in the raid. You know, the fish slaying gear. I like that. And the only other thing I can think of really that's interesting in Nazjatar, I mean, it's not like an innovative new concept, but I do like the whole the randomly spawning world bosses. You know, when the dude yells like, a servant of Ajara is rising from the sea or something, and then everybody's like, oh shit, and they all like pile onto like this one mob and they like destroy it. Like,
no, they don't, because remember those little weird things that spawn underneath the water and you can't see the swirly, and then they disorient you and kill you before you can get out of the disorient, so it doesn't even matter. That's actually what they do, because the game's not designed properly and the scale is completely ruined.
In 3 seconds, and then you're late, and then you miss the loot. When you actually do get to kill these things, that's pretty cool. You know, world bosses, that's nice. And I also don't like Ajara's whole like, oh, I'll get you next time, you rotten kids. I don't really like that vibe
it's
down
stupid.
there, you know. Whatever. But Nazjatar, it's just not as good as Mechagon. I feel like the zone is just a big labyrinth. It's confusing to navigate. I've seen a lot of people say that too. And Mechagon, not only is it very simple, it's an island, you know, little hills and valleys and whatnot, but you can also get around it very easy with a jetpack or flying, and just makes things very simple for the player base, and I think that's really cool. Nazjatar doesn't have that. It doesn't have that charm. Nazjatar just sort of feels like another world quest zone. You kill some Naga here, you bounce on some jellyfish here, ooh, you solve a puzzle there.
Yep.
And that's it. I'll be honest, whenever I do 8.2 content, I always do the Nazjatar stuff first, just because I want to get it out of the way, so I can
do that on my
Mechagon
stream, dude.
stuff. Because I know that I'm going to have a lot more fun.
Yeah,
in the
I do that on my
zone.
fucking stream.
I think, Blizzard, that in the future, you should try to make more zones like Mechagon. Mechagon has a great, like, sort of in-house resource system with the scrap pieces and whatnot that you can use for the junkyard.
Here's how to make Mechagon twice as good right now. You make the spare parts and all this other bullshit currency and not take up space in my fucking inventory. Blizzard. Fucking Blizzard.
Engineering or tinkering, whatever it's called. I also love how you can use the island's currency to build things in the world that benefit the players around you.
I like
you
that
can
too.
build your own mount. You can
And there's
paint it
rewards
whatever
for it.
color you want. That creativity is awesome, and I love that. And I would love
Agreed.
to see something like that in
Big
every
agree.
single zone going forward, especially in the next expansion when we get brand new zones. Every zone has its own unique thing that makes it special, its own unique set of mechanics, and I'd really like that. Maybe we can talk about that in greater detail in a future video. In conclusion, guys, patch 8.2 has been a good patch that has taken BFA in a good step, in a good direction. It's not an incredible patch. It's nothing mind-blowing. I mean, I'm not going to go look up like Queen Ajara and Mechagon hentai online and like beat off to it. It's so good. I'm not going to do that.
That's a good frame of measurement.
Patch.
I like that.
I do enjoy both zones to a point. I just enjoy one more than the other. I do like the Heart of Azeroth changes. I have enjoyed the content so far, and I'm looking forward to what's coming next. But of course, guys, these are all just my opinions. Feel free to disagree with me down in the comment section down below.
And then
Maybe
you're
you love
fucking
Nazjatar.
banned.
Like, hey, dude, voice it. Say, hey, Blizzard, you need to make more zones like Nazjatar. Multi-layered, confusing, big like spaghetti mess of a zone. Do it. Puzzles and world quests, like all of it. I love it. Do it. Or maybe you agree with me and you might say, hey, Blizzard, like Mechagon's really cool. I love how it works. Maybe we should see future zones, even just simple leveling zones being like this in future expansions. That would be really cool.
I would like to see that a lot too.
Leave your thoughts down in the comment section below. And if you don't like a zone, if you really don't like Mechagon, maybe how could Blizzard fix it? Or what could they learn from it going forward from the mistakes?
I think Mechagon is great. I love Mechagon personally.
And of the patch as a whole, in your opinion. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hit that like button if you want. Subscribbly wibbly if you want. I do appreciate it. And I will see you with my next one. In the meantime, I think I'm going to go get in my longboat and I'm going to sail down to the English coastline and I'm going to capture me some filthy Saxon wenches, if you know what I mean.
Oh, shit.
That's right. So I'll see you guys with my next video once I'm done with that. So until then, I guess I'll see you.
Okay. Okay. So, we love Nixxiom, right? We love Nixxiom. Nixxiom's great. My opinion about the whole thing, right, is that I really do prefer Mechagon over Nazjatar, but whenever I have flying, I actually think that Nazjatar is bearable. Without flying, it is unbearable. It is an annoying, fucking, stupid, goddamn piece of shit fucking zone that's complicated and unnecessarily labyrinth. It's an unnecessary labyrinth. Okay, let's see. Where's the rest of it? I knew Nixxiom wouldn't last long in ESO and go back to WoW. Damn it, Todd. The thing with like all these other games, right? It's the example that I used with fucking what was it? Like going and dating a stripper. Like that's really what it's about. Is that these other games like ESO, Final Fantasy, and everything like that, it's like going and dating a stripper. And link the video? No, I mean like really. Actually true. No, you think about it, right? I don't know, should I go, it's a whole metaphor again. Like I've already done this before, right? But you know, I'm not going to go through the metaphor again. Okay, everybody gets it. Everybody knows it, right? How the hell do you know what that's about? Well, it's a metaphor. Okay, you don't need to understand what it's about and like have a personal experience in order to understand what's going on, right? Not all Todds are evil. We'll see what happens. Okay, metaphor. And I do a lot of metaphor. Mechagon hard dick mode. We are going to do that. People wanted me to watch Tip's interview video. I kind of want to do that. I guess we can maybe go through that and then do the Mechagon thing. I don't want to waste too much more time watching these videos though, because I do want to make sure that I get Mechagon and the zone done, or the raid done. Just a second, Savage Chat. Well, Danny's so much of Cleavage one. No, I mean obviously it's different than being a stripper, right? And like the point is, it's a completely different paradigm, right? And like even all right, so here's the thing, is the metaphor doesn't even work if someone was initially dating a stripper. Because if you're initially dating a stripper and you go to date a stripper, the metaphor falls apart. So it's not like this is a bad idea or whatever. No, it doesn't make any sense because it's the difference between the two individuals. Right? Depressed? I'm not depressed. I'm fucking fine, man. No, here's the point, right? Is that there's lots of guys that go to the strip club that they're like, oh man, Candy, the 19-year-old blonde, is my soulmate. And you know what? Maybe they take her out to dinner. And she talks about Jeffree Star and James Charles. And then Bill, the 41-year-old husband, decides, you know what? Maybe Martha at Home isn't really that fucking bad. And he goes back. Martha at Home is WoW. Okay. That's what it is. They always come back.